somebody who's been sporting enough this evening and tell us about the Naval Aviation Museum and his life in the Navy. We have Commander Vikrant here with us. And just in case you'd like to throw a question to him about the Navy or the Naval Aviation Museum, which was one of its kind, not only in Goa and India, but in Asia as well, feel free to send us, drop us a message or a text or WhatsApp on 838-007-1054. Commander, the museum, I don't know when was the last time I visited, probably about 7 or 8 years back. So lots of things keep changing there. You have exhibits, new exhibits being lined up, or rather the old stuff being put in,
Okay. There have been a lot of changes in past few months, and like for that matter in past 1 quarter, 3 months.
Okay.
And we have been in the vision of our Flag Officer Goa Naval Area and Flag Officer Naval Aviation, Rear Admiral Panamudal. He has been guiding us towards having a better museum for the people to know about Navy and to showcase the heritage which we have, the lineage which we have come from. So we have a lot of aircrafts which are there. We have 14 by type and 15 in number, and they are in outer exhibits and outdoor exhibits. We have an indoor exhibit also which has a history of the naval aviation.
Submarines and
not the submarines.
Okay,
It's as we are only about naval aviation, so we talk about the naval aviation part, how the aviation has started, naval aviation came in play, what all are the glorious achievements which most of the squadrons, various air squadrons have had over the years. We have a place for our martyrs who are there, Hall of Silence, a Hall of Fame also, which is actually being brought up now. And there are various points where you can actually take a selfie, be proud of, touch and feel things, how an aviator feels like.
And any timings per se to visit the timings open every day of the week?
Yeah, the museum opens up at 10 o'clock. Over the weekend, we are open till 6:30 in the evening, and on the weekdays from Tuesday to Thursday, we are open till 6 o'clock.
Okay.
So there are people who come and you stay for long over there, even beyond 6:30 or 7. So that's about it. These are the timings. And Monday is the only time when we are closed, and only 2 days in a year we observe holiday. That is 15th of August and 26th of January.
So you're going to be there? I mean, since you're in charge of the museum, how is it?
It is actually an honor to be a part of such a legacy which we can showcase it to the public. Fortunately for me, I'm a bike enthusiast, and the people before me, whether it is Commander Sachin, Commander Manmohan, Commander Marcel, they have been bikers, and they have been the alma mater of this whole place. Not basically in bringing up this place. Presently, I have one OIC, Lieutenant Commander Vivek, who has been handling things on ground, and he is the man on the field.
Okay.
So I'm probably supervising the whole thing, and he's the man on the ground.
In the studios, of course, we are taking you through a lovely session here. In fact, one of our listeners has just messaged me and says, I like the discipline which is followed by the Navy. Congratulations. And that's Mingel who's sent a message. Hi, Mingel. Thanks for messaging in. And just in case you've joined us, I have Commander Vikrant here in the studios with me. Well, Commander, your hobby, or should we say your biking, tell me how it all began.
Biking began very early for me because my father was an avid biker. He had EST Bullet 500 export model. He was an avid biker. He used to take me around on the bike. So at a very early age, it happened to me. And after that, fortunately for me, my present boss is an avid biker. He has an Harley, and my super boss, Admiral Panamudal, so he is an avid biker. For that matter, I'm also honored to be a part of a group which is actually Naval Officers Group, which is called Sea Riders. We usually take a trip or two over the weekends, and we go and explore Goa and nearby places.
Okay.
And we've had 2 rides, which is last year we had conducted this lighthouse ride, which was actually from the west coast to the east coast. We have covered the complete coastal line.
Oh, I see.
I was just part of one leg, but then it was an honor to be a part of it.
So you went visiting all the lighthouses on the coastline?
Yes. The whole team,
the entire coast.
Whole team had gone on Royal Enfield Himalayan and over the coastline. And after that, in 2019, I was honored to be a part of the core group of biking expedition, which has happened in Northeast, covering all 7 sisters.
Okay.
And it was a wonderful experience meeting children and spreading awareness about Navy among them.
All right. And you yourself, I mean, you're well versed with the mechanics because you not only manage the aircrafts, maintaining them as well. So you must be the one when you'll go on a trip that everybody else kind of leans on in case you'll have some
for that matter, we whenever we are going for the expedition part, most of the guys are like we are mix some are the air crews, some belong to the other sections of the Navy, and there are a lot of air technical officers. I'm myself an air technical officers. Yes, the expertise definitely lies with the riders itself. So it doesn't matter which genre of field which we are, but everybody has one step or the other, and we usually support each other. Everybody is expert in that.
Any memorable trips apart from the lighthouse trip?
To be very frank, my personal memorable trip would be this last year's Northeast expeditions, where I get to meet so many wonderful people and made friends with them and meet so many school children and keep them make them aware about Indian Navy. They had questions. When you hear Navy, you only imagine ships. So we are one arm of Navy, and there are dimensions in which we work: under the water, over the water, on land, in the air. So we are the ones who are actually taking care of the air part.
One of our listeners, Louis, has messaged. He says, "Oh, something new has come up in the museum." He says because during the school days I had visited, and he says he would like to go and visit the museum now.
Absolutely. We have, for that matter, I must tell you this, we have had more than 4,300 comments on Google reviews. We have been approximately 4.5 on an average. There have been people who have been visiting, who have visited after like a huge gap, and they find a good change in it. And the exhibits are actually the actual aircrafts which have been in service, for that matter. So it's a little difficult for us to maintain throughout, because of the coastal region and coastal climate, because it degrades a lot.
The salinity.
So that ways we have to maintain that outdoor exhibits and keep the indoor exhibits also intact, so that people are interested in looking at it. And definitely you will probably after mid of December, if you visit that place, I can assure you that you are in for a surprise, and a pleasant surprise.
You're gonna have Santa Claus.
I so wish that.
Anything in particular you'd like, you can tell the youngsters that they need to tweak?
Yeah, absolutely. For that matter, a lot of people think that Navy, Army or Air Force, it's only about the uniform and glamour. I must tell you, it's a lot of job satisfaction. If you are a technocrat, get into the technical field. If you want to become a pilot, we are the best. If you want to be a navigator, we are the best. And we have our teachers who are from the best, who have been chosen from the best of the lot, and they teach us the best things across in the world, for that matter. So if you are being taught by the best, obviously you get out to become a best. So armed forces, or for that matter Navy, is not only being about a normal person, it's about bringing out the best in you.
So it's like you're like a well polished diamond that comes out here.
You can say that. Definitely.
And I mean, what would be the age like? I mean, you need to kind of focus your attention into answering the exams, and first of all be after you finish your graduation or your engineering studies, it's an added I think a boost if you have an engineering.
I myself finished my engineering and then got into services. It definitely added a
plus point
to me. Although there are people who have directly, there are officers as well as other entries who are there, PBORs which are there, which are not a graduate entry. So they directly get inducted from the school, and after their SSB they get into the academies, various academies. We train them and we get them their degrees, and then after that they are as per their choices, they are brought into the various fields and areas of interest also. So whatever their areas of interest is, we pick them up and we put them in the best of the areas which they would be able to.
A little while earlier, you were telling me about how you also dabble as a DJ whenever you all have your your little parties, birthday parties.
That's actually not known to everyone, but then it's a small little jig which I have been doing all this while. I have a small console which I usually play around with. Now I have a daughter, 5-year-old, so I refrain from taking it out because she is very enthusiastic about every new thing which she sees. Okay. So
the gizmo. All kids love the gizmos.
Yeah, that's true.
Okay.
So my daughter usually comes on to me when I'm either I'm fiddling around with the console or looking into my laptop working on something. So she usually comes and asks all the innocent questions, which usually breaks me away from the concentration which I have to put it on the thing which I'm doing. Yeah.
When you're in the Navy, I mean, although you have a family, but the entire Navy, everybody who's there is your family. I think whenever
that's
you
true. That's true.
The bond that you'll share is like it's really different. And
it's true because we keep on getting transferred from one place to the other. The only people we look forward to and the only people we meet or whom we interact a lot with are the naval fraternity, and they keep us it's a personal experience for that matter. For past 15 years, I myself and my family has been actually taken care of by this fraternity. So I definitely owe it to them. So, and definitely we are like a small family.
Right. So this next song, I think you would like to dedicate this song.
This is for a fallen comrade, and Nish, this is for you. We all miss you.
If you've just joined us, we have Commander Vikrant in the studios telling us about the Naval Aviation Museum and what you can do there when you go there. Commander, you were telling us about this one of its kind, the aircraft that you have on display at the museum. I think
it's called a Super Constellation. It used to fly internationally and with Air India, used as a passenger aircraft for international flights initially, and then after that it was handed over to Air Force as a transport aircraft. After that, Indian Navy took it as a challenge and it took it under its wing, and we used it for maritime reconnaissance as a maritime reconnaissance aircraft. And the unique feature about this aircraft is it is the only type of its aircraft in the world preserved in Goa Naval Aviation Museum. So we don't have Super Constellation anywhere in the world which is preserved like what we have done with it.
So anybody who comes there can take a walk inside?
We used to have this. Unfortunately, because of the structure part, we are renovating the whole part, the whole aircraft from inside. So soon we are gonna have
like a walkthrough.
You can say that people can actually sit inside. They can see what the other features. We may have a different thing coming up also, and I cannot break the whole suspense
thing
before it happens. So we'll have to probably wait for a little bit longer for that aircraft to come up with the new features which we are trying to put in.
All right. So because I think nowadays we have like these simulation games that youngsters like to sit and play maybe.
For that matter. I'll break another suspense now then. We are soon gonna be having actual Sea Harrier, that is the Sea Harrier simulator, placed inside the museum. And visitors can actually, with a nominal charge probably, will sit inside and
get a feel of
the aircraft, hands-on simulator. This simulator was used to train Indian naval pilots, and they've had their hands-on this. So people can actually feel how the aircraft functions.
Yeah, I'm sure it's a lovely thrill. Have you anytime tried to pilot?
Actually, never done that. Being a
none of your pilot friends says, "Okay, come, I'll just."
I happen to fly in my aircraft, which is Kamov 31, and it's one of its own kind in the world. It's an airborne early warning. We have had sorties during the International Fleet Review in Vizag in 2016. I happened to be there and was part of the whole contingent, and thanks to basically we call ourselves Falcons. So the 5 Falcons flew over there, and it was actually a good sight to see.
To be there.
Right? To be there, to sit inside the cockpit, to fly with the a bird itself. It's always a dream come true. I would like to dedicate this song to all the comrades who have been there in the museum, all the people who have been helping us, supporting us, and the team who has been working in, day out. They are much more than friends, and they have been living up to the legacy for it.
Continuing with the topic of the Naval Aviation Museum in Vasco, where there's lots that you can look forward to, especially, of course, those of you who have been there, and like Commander Vikrant has told us about something special that's going to be coming up as well. And I think, Commander, you were also telling me about that you are planning to have like a restaurant there where
we already have a small restaurant, small cafe. We are planning to have a better cafe coming up. And the name is Glass Cockpit.
Okay. So is it designed like...
Yeah, it has been designed like the glasses all across and the table, and where people can actually see through the whole area of the museums, can see the various artifacts which are placed outside. And I would also like to mention about it is not only for the people who just want to see and touch the aircraft. There is one more engine bay which has come up for the technocrats who really like to get the technical details out of or information from any place they visit. Okay. So definitely evolution of engines and various types of actual engines which were there in service at one point of time. Now they are placed over there to feel, touch, and know about it.
Yeah, it's always nice when you can see and be there and then figure out rather than just taking it from the books.
Absolutely.
So your team must be on their toes these days.
Oh yes, I'm they must be actually cribbing about it, because we have been working day in day out continuously, and thanks to Lieutenant Commander Vivek and the whole team which has been there. If you permit me, then I can if I can take their name.
Yeah, sure, go ahead.
Vishnu, Sahu, Mohit, and Nayak, and as well as one more guy who's there, Ravinder, and they have been really the backbone of this whole place, maintaining that place. And I cannot forget about the civilian employees who are there, who have been helping us out.
So are they listening to the show?
I am not very sure about it. They might be. They must have tuned in.
Okay.
And I would really like to know. I would really like them to know that I'm so proud of them, and it's really the whole effort is coming out now.
So the next time you come here, you'll probably have to get them here to the studios.
I'll definitely
as well.
do that. Yeah. This is for the support which I get when I'm out of the house, and this for the one who's actually listening to it, and hopefully she does not gets angry when I'm out till late.
All right.
This for my wife.
You were just telling me about another aircraft that you have on display as well.
I was talking earlier. I was talking about Super Constellation. There's one more aircraft which a lot of people don't know, that is called a Sea Land, which was the first amphibious aircraft which was inducted in Indian Navy in 1953. Okay. So it has been more than 7 decades. We have actually preserved the actual aircraft, and people can actually come and touch and feel the whole thing. So it's like a lineage or heritage which has been handed over to me, and it's an honor to actually go through the whole lineage in just 15 minutes of walk through.
Yeah, I think in 15 minutes you probably go through almost 80-90 years.
Yes,
of,
absolutely.
Of real amazing history.
Absolutely.
What do you look forward to in the next, should we say, what's being thrown to you?
To be very frank, there's a motto I live by. I live in the moment, and I want to live everything which is thrown at me. I love the job I love the work which is being given to me. I want to live the moment to its optimum level so that I don't miss out on a thing. And not only that, it makes me very happy when I see smiling faces around me. Makes me more positive and fills me fills me with positive energy. So that is the thing I live by, I think. So live in every moment, take everything as it comes, and just do it.
Right. So you've been in Goa for the last 15 years. And
I've been in Navy for the last 15 years. Yeah.
But in Goa for?
In Goa,
10, 12.
About a decade. In and out.
Okay, fine.
Yeah.
So you don't want to leave Goa?
Absolutely not. If you ask me, absolutely not.
Okay, fine. But in case how does your hierarchy go? In case you need to move up the ladder, you kind of have to. You can be in Goa and still be right on top, or you need to.
We have to do some appointments which are being meant, so that as a senior officer, or when I climb up the ladder, I know about a lot of things which are odd decisions, how to take decisions and do things in the way or in the naval fashion. So that is how it is supposed to be. So I have to be out of Goa.
Okay, but you'll be back for sure.
I'll be back.
Fantastic. Thank you so very much for sharing your time and telling us about, I'm sure many listeners would love to have a real look of the museum, the renovated museum, and what are new things that are there.
Absolutely. It's been a pleasure being here.
Yes.
FM Rainbow.